Hey guys, it's Lilo.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Good night, good night, good night. Guys, we're back again with the Reddit confessions. I know. I know. This is like the third video in a row with Reddit, but like I've been lazy, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll have another fashion video. Next week we'll do a fashion video. Because honestly, I do have some like outfits like cooking up in my head, so I think we'll do another like styling video, just making more outfits with what I have in my closet, because I've been wearing the exact same thing like almost every day, just sweatpants and t-shirts, like so boring, and I've been feeling so unfeminine, like I don't know, I'm tired of looking like a little boy. I need to get my life together. Like, guys, my birthday is on Friday. When this comes out, it's gonna be Wednesday. So if you see this before my birthday, then you should tell me happy birthday. Let's go. This first one, I'm really nervous. It says, does this make me racist? All right. Okay, I know I'm not racist. Are we sure? Are we sure? I am tolerant and accepting of everyone, no matter their race, creed, or religion. I hate everyone equally. LOL. Anyways, there is this one situation that I dread having to deal with: customer service over the phone. Okay. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to come out and say it. I absolutely, positively despise having to call customer service for any company, because I just know there will be someone with an accent on the other end. I'm born and raised in the south of US, New Orleans, Louisiana to be exact, pretty much as south as you can go. So obviously I've got an American accent, and you've probably got a southern accent too. I understand, like, I don't know, like, okay, I'm not gonna dig too much deep into it, but like I kind of get the accent thing, because sometimes it's hard to understand other people who have really deep accents. This person seems like they also have an accent, so like I don't know. It's just an accent hating another accent. Like I don't know, but accents, I understand it, because accents are like really hard to like decipher sometimes, especially if they're really thick. But yeah, so I don't know. Right now, it's not looking like they're racist. It's just looking like they don't know how to understand people's accents, which is understandable. Like, I don't know. That's kind of understandable. Okay. Now, before I get yelled at, let me just plead my case, okay? It's not that I have a problem with accents. In fact, I love most foreign, to me, accents. French and Australian accents make my brain fuzzy in the best way. But I have a lot of trouble actually understanding what's being said. When it comes to the most common accents, I can usually figure it out, even if I miss a word or two. I can use the rest of the sentence to figure it out. However, when it comes to the Indian accent, I'll be honest, no matter how hard I try or how much I concentrate, I usually get lost early on and never make my way back. I am inherently just a very anxious person in general, so the thought of having to ask someone, especially a stranger over the phone, to repeat themselves more than once makes me want to physically crawl out of my skin and into a black hole. It's common knowledge that most companies outsource their customer service calls to call centers usually in or around India. I said all of this to ask this. Does it make me racist if I find myself getting borderline annoyed anytime I call customer service and I get someone with an accent? It's not intentional, but every time it happens, I find myself rolling my eyes and letting out an exasperated sigh. So as I was saying, I don't think it's racist to like get frustrated with someone someone who has an accent if you can't understand it. But I feel like I don't think this person is racist at all. I just think that they're just frustrated that they get someone with accents that they can't understand, which is understandable, because it's like you want to be able to understand what you're talking, like the conversation that you're having, you know, especially with someone over the phone. Sometimes it's harder to have a conversation with someone who has an accent over the phone, because for one, your voice on the phone does not always sound like your voice in person, and like sometimes the phone like chops it up, and it's like, it's weird. I don't know. But then for two, when you're in person, you can at least like watch people's lips move. So like I'm not everyone's good at reading lips either, but like it can kind of help, you know. And so I kind of understand that, but I also would say that they shouldn't like put everyone into just that same category, because not everyone who has deep, thick accents are gonna, well, let me rephrase that. Not everyone who's gonna be a customer service person is gonna have a deep, thick accent that you can't understand, you know? So it's like, even though you hear them with an accent, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna be able to understand them. Because I've had that experience where I've called customer service lines and I've talked to people who like I couldn't really quite understand, and then I've also talked to people with accents who I could understand them 100%. So I feel like it just like, I feel like they just need to ungroup the people and just like, it's like situational. I understand like the frustration of just getting anyone with an accent, because it's like, okay, am I going to be able to understand them or not? But it's very situational. Like, this is the type of thing that's very situational, and you shouldn't group everyone with an accent together, you know? Like, it should just be situational. Like, it's understandable if you can't understand somebody with a deep, thick accent, because sometimes it is hard to decipher. But you shouldn't just be like, oh, all customer service people with accents are like this, or like I can never understand any of them, because that's just not going to be true. Like, there's going to be some people that you can understand, and then there's going to be some people that you can't. And I mean, that's it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you just shouldn't group them all together. But it definitely doesn't make them racist. I don't think they're racist for getting frustrated with that. Like, I understand the frustration, you know. Our people need to be saved. Remember when I said that everyone needs therapy? We're coming back to that. Y'all might have to start opening your Bibles. I have one right here. Like, it says, I have a pretty severe daddy kink. I have a pretty severe daddy kink, I guess. But it goes beyond just calling a man daddy. I want my partner to take on a fatherly figure role with me and take care of me and just treat me like I'm his. I want to call him dad and look to him for guidance and trust that he knows what's right and wrong for me, and that he always has my best interest in mind. I never had a typical father/daughter relationship, and for some reason it's something I crave in my relationships, but it's so taboo, and like, people know I prefer older men, but they just don't realize how deep this goes for me. It feels like such a necessity for me. We have to unpack this, guys. We have to unpack this for them, okay? Because they're living in shambles, okay? Like, okay, we have to unpack this. Sorry, I had to get that out. I'm not kink shaming. I'm not. I don't even. I feel like this goes back to the other video with like the other kink video. I don't feel like it's. I feel like in this instance, it's not a kink, because I feel like kinks are like sexual, but this is not sexual. I mean, it can get sexual, but like, the way this person is describing it, it's more of like a. It's more of like it's just something that they need in their life, you know? Yeah, I don't know, but it just, them saying they want to call their partner dad is really throwing me off. Like, at that point, you just need to get a dad. Honestly, I think they have things where you can, like, as an adult, get adopted by people. I think that's a real thing. So maybe they should try that, to get adopted by like a man or something like that, and then she'll have like that father-daughter duo dynamic thing, and then she can separate a fatherly love from romantic love, because I feel like combining the two is like, it's weird to me. I don't know, like, you shouldn't look at your partner as a father or as a mother figure. Like, that's what your parents are for. And so I feel like if you're looking for that in your partner, then what you're really looking for is a parental figure. So you need to find that instead of a partner, because your partner should not be your parental figure. Those should be two separate, different things. Your partner should not be your caregiver, you know? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's not how the dynamics of a romantic relationship work. But honestly, if you and your partner have worked that out, then that's between you and your partner. Like, I don't have no space to say anything or judge, but like, I just feel like, in my opinion, your partner should be your partner and not your caregiver or like parental figure. You know, I would never call my partner dad. I would never even call my partner daddy. Like, it just, I have two dads actually. So, as someone with two dads looking into this, it's very interesting to see. But I call my dad's dad and daddy. Those are for my dads. Those are for my fathers. Like, that's it. I'm not calling my partner daddy. That's weird to me. I don't understand how people do it. Like that little like daddy kink, that I can't. I tried it one time. It's not for me. I can't. I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all keep that over there. I'm in love with my straight best friend. I'll tell him to be gay. I'm in love with my straight best friend. I'm 16 and he's 17. Aw. It's been literal years. I know he's straight. I don't think he knows I'm not. I've been getting more obvious about it. I take him to see movies and buy his tickets. I bake him muffins. I buy him presents for his birthday and Christmas every year. Aw. I think he's just thinks I'm really friendly. Once while hanging out, he found out I didn't know how to slow dance and he taught me for like an hour in the snow at night. I thought it meant something, but that's the only thing he's ever done that's made me wonder if this isn't one-sided. What do I do? First of all, that's really cute. Also, like, what you're doing is so adorable. Like, oh, this is adorable. I've tried so hard to get over this, but it always comes back. I don't even know how to react to this myself. I don't want to like guys. I just want to forget all of this and be normal, because I know even if my effort works out, we can never actually be anything, not without being burned on a stake socially. Where do you live? It's okay to be gay. We are in a big 2025, about to be 2026. It's okay to like the same gender. Join the club. You want to see my flag? I'm taking a field trip. We're taking a field trip to Lilo's, the back of my room. Bam! Pansexual. Be gay. Don't do crimes. But if you do crimes, make sure they're gay crimes. I just feel like I should touch on that. Like, it's okay to be gay. Like, being gay is normal, first of all. You're not gonna get burned at the stake. You're not gonna go to hell. I don't think I genuinely don't believe in that. Like, me and God are tight like this. Like, he made us the way that we are. We are beautiful the way that we are. He created us perfectly. Yeah. So we're not getting burned at the stake for being gay, for loving people. Like, no, that's weird. I don't know why people just started throwing that around or whatever, but you're not gonna get burnt at the stake for being gay. It's okay. Be who you are for your pride. Basically, they're asking for advice. Well, I gave up most of my advice. Oh, no, just kidding. I think that, you should, I don't know. Because I feel like this could be like, this could get messy. Because for one, I feel like you should just live your truth. Tell your best friend that you like him, and if he says that he doesn't like you in that way, but he still wants to be friends with you, then you can get over it and be friends with him. But then it could also go this way where like you confess to him and he's like, ew, gross, and then you stop being friends. But if you think about it that way, if they react like that, then they didn't need to be your friend anyway, because your friend's not going to treat you like that, you know? Like, I don't know, it's weird. I've had friends tell me that they've liked me before and I didn't go, ew, gross, get away from me. Like, we're still friends. So like, I don't know. I just people are weird. If you confess you're attracted to someone and they go, ew, gross, like, that's not someone you need in your life anyway. So whatever. But also, yeah. And it could also, and the positive one, it could also be, hey, I like you, and your friend could go, hey, I like you too, and then boom, now you're together, relationship, kissing in the snow at the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. I think they've had those already, but yeah, you know, love, yeah, be gay, be love, ally. This is so funny. It says, I think if men had periods, it would be disastrous. I'm glad men don't get periods. They're already quick to aggressively start wars over jealousy, greed, and money. True. Imagine them with hormones that trigger rage and sadness on top. Nah, fuck him. I'm over it. ICBA, and then they rapidly press his button for nuclear annihilation. Honestly, like, it might be a good thing that women are the only people that have periods, because, like, I don't know. Men always are like, oh, women are just emotionally, like, blah, 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 blah. Men are the... I feel like men are as equally emotional as women, if not more emotional, okay? They call women irrational, but I agree with the post. If they had periods and their hormones were just like all over the place, like ours are on our period, the earth would have been blew up. I don't even think we would have made it this far. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we would be cooked as a society. Someone in the replies, oh my gosh, let me read the replies. Someone in the reply was like, we brag about how big our periods are and how heavy the pads are after we need to change them. And that is so funny because they just be, as my dad said the other day, men love their egos, and I feel like that would definitely be something that they would brag about. Oh, my period was so heavy this week. I got so much blood in my pad right now. My pad's this big. But like, if we were to like go around talking about period stuff like that, it's always, ew, gross, stop talking about that. Nobody wants to hear that. No. Because if it was roles reversed, hello? What? This is not funny, but okay. It says, I asked my ex to choke me unconscious and she cried. Not sure how guilty to feel about this, but I do feel guilty. My ex was naturally dominant, so I thought she might be into it. She'd always ride me and sometimes even tie me up and blindfold me. One time I asked her to choke me and loved it. Then another time I asked her to get a belt around my neck and to pull it until I passed out. We gotta stop. There has to be a line. There has to be a line. There's gotta be a line. That's too far. That's too far. That's too far. I would cry too, I'm not gonna lie. What? You want me to choke you unconscious? You little freak. What are we talking about right now? Wow. Okay. I told her to keep using my body while I was out. CNC is low-key. Let me stop. I'm not gonna say anything else. She started pulling it tight and I kept saying harder, and then suddenly she burst into tears and said she couldn't do it. She seemed deeply disturbed by the whole thing and was shaking. That's so real. I felt really bad, and I guess I never thought it would be so extreme for her. At the time, I was really young and way too crazy. I was doing a lot of drugs and drinking and just risky behavior in general. But now the thought of someone choking me out would terrify me. Well, I'm glad you learned your lesson. No, like, I don't know, like, your kink is your kink. I am a kink shamer, but I'm never gonna judge you, okay? Like, you get down. Like, that's just what you do. Like, that's none of my business. Till you pass out, it's crazy. Yeah, I would have cried too. I just added a because I feel like when you ask people, some people would be into it. I know I actually have a friend who probably would be really into that. Doing it, not being choked out. Like that sounds insane to me. Like, choked out until you pass out. That sounds like hell to me. But I have a friend. If you're still into that, I have someone for you. But I don't know. Sometimes when I think about like people's kinks, I think about it in like the roles reversed or whatever. So like, how would they feel if it was happening to them? And sometimes it kind of like changes your perspective on the kink. It's like, oh, would this person like it? Like, sometimes when I read other people's kinks, I think about it in my own perspective, and I'm like, whoa, that sounds insane. I would hate that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, until you pass out. I don't think it was the drugs or the alcohol. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was just a freak. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You were just really freaked out when you was young and you wanted to try stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to get the right person to do it. She just wasn't the right person. There's probably a lot of people that aren't the right person. Because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. You're a wild one. Gotta stay away from you. I'm taking my hair down tomorrow. Because I'm gonna, okay, there's these, I think they gave it a name. It's called, what did they name it? Like magic knots or something like that. I don't know. But there's this girl on TikTok who box braided her hair and then crocheted hair into the box braids. And it blew up this month. But I saw somebody do that like last year. So I was just like, whoa, why are people like going so crazy over this? I literally saw someone do that like a year ago. But anyways, each their own, whatever. But I finally want to try it because, not because it blew up, but I just finally want to try it because I had been wanting to try to do it. I just haven't had the chance to buy any hair. So I finally bought some hair. So now I'm going to take these out. The same finger coils from my last video. And then I'm going to detangle my hair. It's already washed. It's clean. Don't worry. And then I'm gonna braid it down. I don't know how I'm gonna have the back parts looking. That might be a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the back. I might have to have my mom step in to help. I don't know. We'll see. She's not gonna be here tomorrow because she's going into the office. Yeah, so the back just gonna be looking scary. Yeah. 41 male in desire to find a mistress I want to be taken advantage of. I'm telling you, I have someone for you. I know a girl. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's always something interesting on Reddit. They said, I feel extreme sexual attraction to cars. Like Lightning McQueen or like Chrysler, Ford Motor Company, Mater, the tow truck. What do you mean by that? I'm nervous to keep reading because I have a lot of thoughts going through my head and they would not be disclosed. I'll continue reading. I'm posting this here because I can never tell a living soul about it. But strangely, seeing specific cars fills me with a strange sensation. I feel lust and desire that cannot be satisfied. I feel a warm wave wash over me, butterflies in my stomach, and my eyes simply cannot look away. I feel my mind go blank, and the only thing left is the feeling of what? It's the feeling of yearning for I feel like they're trying to say yearning. It's the feeling of yearning for satisfaction that I don't know how to reach. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say it right now, actually. Let's continue. It is like my eyes are drinking from the beauty of the car's body in a way that leaves me ever more thirsty. Ah, how sweet that longing is. And while I feel insane, the secret, the quiet but intense fantasy, the innocence of the pure desire makes me incredibly excited, and like my body is being pleasured just by the sight, by the thought. How weird is that? I needed to get that off my chest because of those aliens. I don't really like. Just go fuck your car or something. I don't know. I don't freaking know. They're making AI girlfriends or whatever. Go make you an AI car simulation and go to town. Or go watch Cars 1, 2, and 3. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You got it. Like, honestly, I'd be like, oh, I like kick shame, but honestly, I'd be the problem telling these people to go do what they want. You have free will. If you want to go fuck a car, go fuck a car. Now, don't tell anyone that you did it, because they are gonna look at you weird. But it's literally just an object. It's not a living thing. Doesn't have a soul. Go fuck the car and get it over with. Because clearly you're like fiending for it. I've never heard of anyone fiending over a car unless they were reading that Lightning McQueen fanfic. But fiending over, yearning for a car, sexual satisfaction over a motorized vehicle. That's different. Never in my 23, almost 24 years of living have I heard of that. Well, guys, that's it for today's video. If you liked today's video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel to see more from me. Comment down below how you feel about Cars. Have you ever read Cars 1, 2, or 3 fanfic? Let me know. I would like to know. Does a motorized vehicle like get you going? Does it just do something inside you? Does it make your spine tingle? Does it give you butterflies? Does it have you yearning to touch when it gets a new paint job? When the windows roll down ever so slowly? Does something start dripping down your thighs? Follow me on all my social medias. The links are all down below. Share this video with your friends if you're feeling extra. And I will see you guys in my next video. It like moves when I do that. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Bye.